I think this shit's working. Hey, can you hear me, or is this embroidery machine too loud? Because it's pretty loud. Cool. Oh yeah, I should do this more often. I usually don't stream the embroidery because it's really fucking boring. But as soon as this is done, I'm moving to a different machine. So about the same as usual. They're cornhole bags for the local bar, which is called the Flying Pig. I got two colors. Yeah, you getting your embroidery machine figured out? Cool. If you just slow yours down, it'll probably start working, even with the wrong needle in it. But with the right needle, I mean, I don't know if yours is as fast as this one, but it's close. It's a lot of traveling. I'll look it up when I'm done here. There's got to be a way to slow it down, or you can't use metallic thread. This one you can slow down to like 300. I think it's on 800 or something right now. But the menus are all different, and I'll show you. Yeah, it's because you got the wrong needle. I'll bet money on that. I think with the smaller needle eye, the needle gets hot enough to melt the thread. I'm using the same size thread you've got right now, and I haven't had one break yet. Out of, actually, I think I did have one out of like 16 of these that I've done, and they're all like 9,500 stitches. And I think the one thread break I had, I think the thread got hung up on the spool. Gus is pissed off about something. Hang on a second. I have no idea what he's barking at. I'm pretty sure I'm alive, but I wasn't paying attention, so I might have missed it. What have you been working on? Hmm. What stupid papers? The newspapers are all gone, so it can't be that. Even though those were pretty fucking stupid. Cool. I'm gonna have to move to a different machine here in a minute. Yeah, they're for the local bar, or one of the local bars. It's Montana, so there's like six in every town. Pretty much. I will be right back. I'm gonna move to a different machine. That should do something, hopefully. Well, that angle sucks. Better without the light. I think this is still working. Um, I think mine's on default, which is 4 or something like that. But I avoided the warranty and I adjusted the bobbin case to get the tension right because it was all fucked up when I got it. Not that I had the warranty anymore. The machine's like 15 years old. It should work with the default tension, whatever it is on your machine, or at least get you in the ballpark. Hmm. Yeah, mine was second hand or third hand. I don't even know. I think there's a way to set it back to the factory defaults, but I'm not sure. Probably in the manual somewhere. Yeah, they're not too bad. Be a little less wrinkly if I ironed them, but they're cornhole bags, so I don't care. Wonder if I should just cut these in the serger, because it's going to cut them anyway. I'm going to try that. I can't really see it. I mean, it's pretty smooth. They're just going to get filled up with corn. I don't have enough corn to fill them, so I won't be doing all of them today, but I've got enough to fill maybe 5 or 6 of them. I took apart a bunch of bags that somebody else made out of just trash fabric, and they didn't last very long. So I think they made them out of old T-shirts or something. There's a little bit of puckering in some of them because I didn't attach them to the stabilizer in any way, but I didn't think it was going to matter in this case. For what I'm charging, they're lucky I even use stabilizer. Yeah, but they're not going to be flat when they're stuffed, so. And I'm actually not 100% sure what this canvas is made out of. It's supposed to be duck canvas, but I don't know if it's cotton or. I guess I could burn a piece of it and see if it has a smell to it. I mean, duck canvas is supposed to be cotton, but I don't know. This it doesn't feel like the normal duck canvas I've used before. I got it from a different supplier because I couldn't get pink from my other supplier. Mm. You mean not like a raised texture? Pull the stitches into the weave, or I guess that's how you put it. Oh yeah, I've never actually tried that. I should try that on something. Usually I just embroider patches and stuff, and they're usually on plastic, so I don't think ironing those would be a good idea. Maybe it would. Maybe I'll try it just to see. I should probably use the iron more anyway. I don't think I plugged the thing in, and I don't even remember the last time I plugged it in. I can't think of the last thing that I made that would actually need ironing. Yeah, I think I need to get some of that too. You just use like parchment paper for that, don't you? Okay. Yeah, I'm doing this right. I don't think it likes this embroidery stabilizer. If anybody's wondering, this is 4 layers of canvas and 2 layers of heavy embroidery stabilizer. This serger pretty much doesn't give a shit what you put in it. Well, stitch the hell out of that spot. I think this stabilizer's a bit slippery for the feed dogs to grab. Also makes it a pain in the ass to turn them inside out, or right side out. And there's what they look like. Probably take me longer to turn all these things right side out than to make the damn things. Well, if I ever make any more of these, I'm cutting the fucking stabilizer off. I'll probably never make any more of these. He's sleeping. And if I rough him up, he'll fart and we'll all die. Wow, this is a pain in the ass. I thought this was going to be a short stream. This proves otherwise. I'm going to be here until tonight getting the freaking bags turned around. That's what I get for making a bomb proof, I guess. Well, there's two. I'm sure this is fascinating. Yeah, I mean, all you're going to see is me shoving a hammer handle into someone's cornhole. Or maybe a pug. Maybe I should just aim it at the pug. That's not the pug. There you go. Now you can look at the pug. On the top of my head. I'm just turning these damn things right side out, which is a bigger pain in the ass than I was expecting. I should find a wider camera. Well, usually these things aren't, or things aren't so hard to turn inside out. I just made these really heavy, so they're uncooperative. Yeah, yeah. This is 4 layers of 10-ounce canvas, and then whatever the hell that heavy cutaway stabilizer is. It's pretty much as thick as the canvas. What's your embroidery machine doing now? Slipping out of what? Are you leaving a long tail on it? Like a couple inches of thread hanging out of the eye before you hit start? Yeah, leave an inch and a half, 2 inches of thread hanging out of the needle, or it'll just pop out when you hit start. The take-up arm will yank it out of the needle. Yeah, mine with the auto threader leaves the amount that it needs, but I don't even know if yours has an auto threader. I'm not really familiar with the 770. Yeah, if in doubt, rethread it, because it's amazing how many times you just missed something or it just didn't lay into the right slot or whatever on one of those. It's easier on your Singer 15 because you can see everything, but when you're threading one of those plastic ones, it's all buried inside it and you can't see shit. You should get a thread stand too. That's something I don't know if I mentioned. I don't put the thread on the machine because that's caused issues in the past. I have a homemade thread stand that I'm using right now, or I'll put it on one of these industrial thread stands like that one. Where the hell did I have that aimed again? I wouldn't put it on the machine with your Singer 15 either. I don't use the spool pins for anything. It just takes one variable out of it. And with an embroidery machine, you don't need any. You need as few things that can go wrong as possible, because only one little thing can fuck it up, and it can take you a while to figure it out. This is my thread stand that I've been using. It's just a piece of wood with a like an old coat hanger wire sticking out of it, bent with a loop in the end. I've been using this a lot, and it works every time. This is the one I was using before I moved the machine. I just haven't set it back up yet. It doesn't have a base on it. I had it clamped to the cutting table. But I can't clamp it to that desk, so I'm not using it right now. And I think those are like 15 bucks or something like that on Wayback. I think the ones that hold 5, like on my serger here, are 22 bucks, something like that. And 5 is way handier than one that only holds 2. I've been planning on making one that holds like 10 for when I do it. The design has a lot of colors in it, but I haven't made it yet. Since you're in New York and the garment district is close and all those industrial sewing machine shops, you can probably call them and ask them if they have a thread stand that's not on the machine. Someone's got a whole box full of them. They'll probably give you one for $5. They'd probably throw them away. I really should have cut this stabilizer off. I'm pretty sure that's what's screwing with me. It's in the, I mean, for sewing or with the embroidery, because if it's an embroidery file, it's set in uh, the file itself. You shouldn't have to set stitch length if you're running an embroidery file, because it's all digitized into it. It's all automatic, basically. And the stitch length is variable depending on the design, the density, and all that. And that's all in the file when it's finished. I don't remember what the settings were for the ones that I digitized for you. Probably 1.5 or something like that. I think the serger's set to 2 or something like that. And the rest of the machines, it just depends on what I'm sewing, what I set the stitch length to. Wait, the 770 isn't the 770 embroidery only? Why does it even have a stitch length setting? It shouldn't have any of those settings because you can't set that in the, or you're not supposed to set that. I wish I knew somebody around here that had one of those so I could look at it. Oh yeah. I mean, if I was at my desktop, I could look and see what the stitch length was on everything, but I don't have it handy here. And like I said, it doesn't really matter unless you're redigitizing the file or something and you want to change it for whatever reason. It took me like a week of messing with that embroidery machine to get to where it was actually making things. And it was longer than that to get it where I considered it was actually nice enough to do something with it. Of course, a lot of that was because I was teaching myself how to digitize at the same time, so that probably slowed it down. One more. I didn't even have anybody to ask questions to when I did it, so you got that benefit at least. I just watched YouTube videos, and now that I know what I'm doing, I thought back on some of those YouTube videos, and those people really shouldn't be allowed to make tutorial videos when they're, well, full of shit. Like the needle shit that you've been reading somewhere. Those people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I mean, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. It seems to work good for me so far. Yeah, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of people that make tutorials, how-to videos, and everything on YouTube. You shouldn't be allowed to run a camera because I don't know how many people with an embroidery machine are trying to go off of their videos and they end up putting it on Marketplace or Craigslist or something because they can't get it to work because they were following stupid fucking advice. And there's a bunch of people that just buy the store-bought embroidery files and use the thread that they recommend and everything, and they don't I mean, they just, out of the manual, that's all they know, and they make videos, which are kind of a waste of time. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen how-to videos where they just completely contradict the manual. I've seen people threading, like, Singer 15 sewing machines entirely the wrong way, and then fighting with tension and everything, and blaming it on the machine, and it's because they were too stupid to look at the fucking manual. That's one of the simplest machines to use that ever existed, and there's people that make stupid tutorial videos and screw it up. I won't even get started on the welding videos that I've seen. It set me off on a rant. It says first time chat. Weren't you here earlier? Who was here earlier? Shit, now I need to pay attention. Oh, no. Never mind. If you need a manual for an old machine, let me know. I can probably find it if I don't have it already. Unless it's one of the oddball Japanese class 15 machines. There's so many of those. I don't have manuals for all those, and some of them are really hard to find. I can usually find one that's close enough to make it work, though. Yeah, I knew somebody was on there, and I just wasn't paying attention. I wonder if these are actually the right size. I'll be down. I made them the right size, even. You'd almost think I knew what I was doing. I need a funnel, or I'm going to be dumping this shit all over the floor. I don't think I have one in here, and I don't have shoes on to go out in the shop. What can I make one out of? I found one. Now I can get at least 80% of it in the bag and 20% on the floor. Oh shit, the hole's too small. Fuck. I doubt it. This is probably a horrible idea. You know, that makes way too much sense. One of these days I get my head and my ass might be dangerous. I'm going to turn that part inside out and top stitch it. So that thread will go away. Oh, I keep forgetting about the enlarger trays. You know, I did just empty a serger spool the other day. I wonder what I did with the cone out of it. Probably threw it in the fucking trash. Which trash can is the question? Aha! Well, that's a good idea. Oh, there it's on the floor. I knew it was going to happen eventually. I don't know why I'm being so careful. This scale probably hasn't been calibrated since the 1930s. Well, the only problem with that is it doesn't like to go through it. If I wasn't such a lazy bastard, I'd go out in the shop and get an actual funnel, but I am, so I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, this thing's just irritating me. It was worth trying, though. Well, this is a pain in the ass, so many fucking layers. Yeah, I have the perfect funnel for this out in the shop, but I can't be bothered, so. What'd you do that for? What part of your machine is plastic? Where the hell did I put that one? And the one that I was just using is plastic. That one's plastic. Yeah, the casing is. It's a Singer heavy duty, isn't it? It should have some metal inside it. I mean, I think all of them except for the really, really cheap ones have a metal frame in them, though. And really, really cheap, as in like the $100 and under ones, which are just wonderful to use, I'm sure. Wonder how many people decided to try to sew and bought one of those things and figured out they couldn't sew because they were trying to use a piece of garbage. That video that I linked you, at least I think I linked it to you, goes into pretty good detail on how to get one of those apart. Like that guy goes pretty in deep into one of those things. I think it was a Bob Fowler video, and he does pretty good videos. I've not actually tried any of the really cheap ones. I started with the Singer 1591, so I can't really tell you how bad they are, but I hear enough from people saying that they're pretty bad that they must be. I don't know. And I'm likely never to even try one. I've seen them for free and real cheap on Marketplace, but I just don't even have any interest in trying one of those cheap ones because I have real machines like the $100 Brothers, and I don't even know any model numbers. Or pretty much most of the stuff from Singer. I've heard good and bad about the heavy duty depending on who you talk to. One of the guys I watch on YouTube has one and likes it, and he's got the Singer 201 and the 1591 and all the old good straight stitch Singers, and he still likes his heavy duty. So oh yeah, any machine to start with is better than not having one. I mean, to a certain point, I'm sure you can get one that's just a complete steaming pile of crap and not know it. And like I said, it'd make you want to quit. But I have way less of this crap than I thought. For some reason, it's full of leaves. What's the bobbin doing? And on the heavy duty, is that a drop in or does it have a bobbin case? I don't even remember. If I try to look it up on this damn laptop, I'll probably lose the stream. Okay. Yeah, I think I only have one machine with drop ins, and that's my embroidery machine. I think. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that's class 66. Or if I do, and I'm just not remembering because I have too many freaking machines half the time to remember which ones I have. And yours probably isn't class 66. It probably takes a Singer 15 bobbin, but it works like a class 66, which I don't know why they went that route. Sure, a lot of leaves in this. Yeah, what's it doing? You metal class 15 bobbins? Yeah, if you're using metal ones in it, you might want to try a plastic one because I think I've heard that some of those newer machines don't like the metal bobbins. They just screw up if you try to use them. It's bird nesting? Now, if it's bird nesting, there could be a few things. The first thing that I would recommend is make sure you're putting it in there with the bobbin turned in the right way. Because if you put one in there backwards, it looks right, but it can cause that. Or it could be because you're using the metal ones and it just doesn't like them. I've never even tried the metal ones on my plastic machine. I probably should someday. See how badly I can break it. Yeah, just make sure that the when you're pulling the thread out of it in the machine that it's going the right way. They're rotating the right way, the bobbin. And then if that's not it, then it might not be going in the tension slot properly. There might be a bit of thread stuck in the tension slot, keeping it from putting tension on the lower thread. There's, like I said, there's a few things it could be. Or if your machine's as dirty as you're saying, it could be that too. As soon as I run out of corn, I'll move back over to the brother and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Well, after I top stitch this. Oh, I got more of this shit than I thought. I'm going to get all but two of them. Yep, don't have it on for another one. Close. You got 6 of them out of 8. Now I need to move a pug. I will be right back. That is not a good angle. Oh, I guess I should finish threading this. I hate it when I do that. Okay, now we'll see if it's working. Find out if I can sew through corn. That angle kind of sucks too, doesn't it? I don't have pink. So what the hell? It's not stitching anyway. That would be interesting if I had just run out of bobbin thread. I did not. What the hell's going on? Oh, what's going on is I'm stupid. I didn't hold on to the damn tail when I started, did I? And it pulled the thread out of the needle. Actually, I think I do have pink. I just don't have pink in this big stuff. I don't think I do. Shit, no, I need to look. Hey, it's that guy again. There it is. Nope, no pink. Yeah, it's that guy that's trying to be a pain in the ass. He can be a pain in the ass in someone else's stream. I think he's the first one that I banned that wasn't a bot. Something don't sound right. What rules? Oh, yeah. Shit, I forgot those were there. Something ain't right. Yeah, normally I wouldn't care, but he was asked to not be an ass and refused, so he just gets banned. Okay, what the hell's going on? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I figured since it worked on the uh, stabilizer, which it worked fine on that. I think I've had enough with this particular spool of thread. If this is bonded, uh, I'm not going to finish that sentence. It's fucking garbage. I'm not sure this is much better. I think that spool I just took off is the shit that came with the machine. And I don't even know what brand it is. It's probably just some cheap Amazon garbage that the guy threw in just to so I'd have some really frustrating thread to use. I keep trying to use it, but because I'm stubborn, pretty sure I'm just going to round file it. Unless I can think of something else to do with it that doesn't involve the sewing machine. Or maybe I'll put it in my patcher. Since it turns so slow, I don't think it'll shred it. Nope, this is shredding too. What the fuck? I wonder if I've got a burr somewhere. What is making that popping sound? That was the thread breaking. Why? I'm definitely missing something here. It's wrapped around something. Oh, it's not through that. It's breaking the thread for some reason. And I do not have a clue why yet. The last time it was doing that, it was threaded wrong, but it's threaded right now. Yeah, it was wrapped around a screw or something last time. Because I wasn't paying attention. Well, now the damn thread won't go back to the frickin' needle. Maybe because I missed that one loop. Oh, there's popping again. Doesn't usually make that popping sound. I'm not sure what's doing that. Try it again, and if it does it again, I'll try a different needle. And then if that doesn't do it, I don't know what the hell's going on. If that doesn't do it, I'll see if I can top stitch this in my 491, but I don't know if it's going to like this thick. Seems to be trying to work now. If I can get the corn out of the damn way. Because I'm betting that stuff will break a needle. Shit. Now what? This is starting to get irritating. Last time I used this, I just cruised through a whole bunch of sewing and didn't have any problems. I don't know what's different. Oh, I guess I do have a drop in, but it's not the same. I don't know if I have another bobbin of this crap. Oh, maybe. I think that's 138. Need to label these things. As you're wondering, Waywag bobbin winder. I hate using the winder on this machine. Okay, let's see what that does. Something does not sound right. Whatever that changing the bobbin. I shouldn't say anything because I'll jinx it and it'll fuck up again. But it seems to have done something. Oh, there's one. I didn't need to smack the shit out of my light like that. Boy, that top stitching looks like shit. Oh well. I think I may have just sewn through the corn. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. The hell? How the hell did that happen? I wonder if maybe it's his needle. The fuck? I just pulled her out of the needle, I guess, even though I was holding on to it. Starting to look like a fucking idiot. I mean, I am a fucking idiot, so that fits, but I try not to look like one all the time. Wait a minute, where the hell's the bobbin thread? What the fuck? don't even know how that happened. That is not the way that's supposed to go. Fucking. This thing is really starting to piss me off. I don't even know how it managed to do that. Let's see what that does. Gonna end up with 14 rows of stitches on this damn thing. Well, this stream's been going a hell of a lot longer than I thought it would. That's what I get for thinking. Pretty sure I just sowed the corn again. Other than ugly top stitching, there's two. That's what he wanted. I told him that they have that polyfill crap that I think it's because he's cheap. If he wanted the regulation poly stuff, I would have. I know where to get it. I looked it up when I was looking up the regulations for the game, which it's disturbing how many regulations they have for this game. I don't know why I was surprised. Yeah, I got some of this pink. They call it duck canvas, but I'm not sure it's cotton. And some black left over. I think I'm going to make one of those cell phone tote or shoulder bag, whatever the hell you want to call it, out of some of that because I already have it. Otherwise, I don't know what the hell I was going to do with it. And find whatever cheap hardware I can find. I'm not going to order anything fancy. I'll probably just go to the Tractor Supply or something and see what they got in the uh, for buckles and stuff in the horse tack department, or not Tractor Supply, Murdoch's, which they probably don't have where you are. So, or hell, the hardware store, whatever I can find is cheap. Actually, I think I've got enough of that left. I could probably make 5 of them out of just the pink color, or purple, or whatever you would call this. I called it pink on the fabrics website. I pretty much just make them for something to stream and for practice, because I've never made one like that. Yeah, it might be lilac. It's a little dark for pink, but when you're looking for canvas, your color selection is not exactly huge. And it didn't seem, it said it was 10 ounce on the website, but it didn't seem like 10 ounce. That's why I did 2 layers of it. For that, and I know I have a machine that'll top stitch it. If I was making this on a domestic or like my 20U over there, I wouldn't be making it out of this many layers. I mean, it would probably sew it, but the stitches would be all inconsistent. But this thing just doesn't care. I mean, when it works. I think the reason it wasn't working is probably my fault, and I just didn't see what it was. This is actually my newest machine, and the only one that I bought new for a ludicrous amount of money. There's 3. Top stitching looks a little better, but still kind of ugly. I think I did a pretty good job of matching the thread on the black one with this canvas, so they kind of go together. Why does this feel like it has way more corn in it than this one? No, they weigh the same. Good enough for me. don't know if that's corner stabilizer. Shit, I didn't get that turned out all the way. I don't know why, but this one feels fatter than the other ones. And that's the last one. At least until I get more corn. Probably not going to bother to stream the other two. Unless I think of something else to stream at the same time. And just start with those. You still there, Miko? I don't even know what to call you. Where in the hell did my stream that go? Mike, okay. Yeah, I'll show you I think the bobbin case on my brother is real similar to the one on your Singer. Let me move over there real quick. I'll be right back. Miko, not Mike? I'm easily confused. I mean, it's in the name, so it'll be easy for me to remember. I mean, I'll probably forget it anyway, but I should probably make that less upside down or sideways or whatever the hell that was. Does it look more or less like that? Am I still muted? Probably. And does it have one of these in it? Oh, does it look like this? And does it have one of these in it or something similar? The bobbin goes down in there like that. I'm not familiar with that Singer heavy duty, but I think it's similar to this. Well, does it have one of these that comes out that the bobbin sits in? I've got two of them. There's another one in here. It doesn't. Well, shit. I don't have that style of machine. I don't think. Other than my 1508, and that's very different. Oh, and my well, maybe I can use that. This is very much not the same machine, but I think it works similar, if I'm right. If I can get the damn bobbin out of it, where'd the screwdriver go? I mean, that's possible, I guess. Actually, I guess this isn't a good one to use either because it's got that other style. Shit. That's what I get for having old machines. Anyway, I was going to tell you to look at this groove in here, if you had this, and make sure that there's not thread broken off in there or something, because that'll cause bird nesting. And the tension adjustment screw is this one on one of these. But if it's not the same, that's not very much help. And I don't think I have a class 66 machine. I should. Everything that I have takes a bobbin case or it's a industrial. Well, it doesn't have one of these. I'm probably gonna have to look the thing up. Yeah, it does have one of these, like this. According to the internet, anyway. I thought it did. So, like I was saying, check this groove in here and make sure there's no thread in it. If you're in doubt, you can take some dental floss and pull it through there, and it'll clean it. And make sure, like this one, see all that lint in there? Make sure to get that out. I just imported all those cornhole bags and I haven't cleaned this thing. Because look how much crap was in there. Because apparently that canvas is a little lintier than I thought. But I should have cleaned this midway through. And when you put the thing back in, look in your manual to make sure, but you see the little arrow on there? It needs to go over to the right. And this needs to not, when you turn the hand wheel, it needs to not spin in there or it will cause chaos. And then you see this one has a diagram right there for which way the thread turns. Just make sure you put it back in the right way. But I'll bet you need to take this out and clean under it, or there's something in that gap if it's bird nesting. I mean, that would be my guess anyway. It could be other things, but those are the ones that have caused that for me more than anything else. Well, I can't really think of anything else to do, so I think I'll end it. I'll talk to you all later. I don't have an end screen. I'm going to have to make an end screen. Later.